Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where I want to take a quick look through our worlds here. It's been a little bit. Apparently we have a job available on Cosmalian Prime, which is a tech world, and there's not really any tech to upgrade here at this time. So I would love... Actually, we're really low on minerals right now. We're probably going to need to buy some. We just sold off a bunch of minerals, so the price is low at least, and we can get some of it. It's not an efficient way to go, but we can certainly do that. We could go for alloy nanoplants. Hello, console. What are you doing here? I was attempting to hit the escape key, I think, but there's no actual point in hitting that. I have no idea what I was even doing there. Okay, fantastic. We're going to hit the Industrial District build option because I don't want to be spending the extra volatile motes for this when we don't have to. That's completely fine. Let's head on down here. What else do we have going on? Just housing on this generator world. Okay. And with it being a generator world, that does seem fine. Now, we know that we do need a fair amount of resources to get our naval capacity back up there. Current price, very high. 23.27, and honestly, it may or may not come down. We'll see. For the time being, we are, of course, repairing up over here, and we're working on getting this done. So we're 99,000 alloys away, 878 dark matter. We are going to be dark matter constrained. I would prefer not to buy dark matter at these prices. We're going to hit this button. We're okay for now. We do not currently need additional dark matter. That may change. Okay, let's kick on forward. We know that they're attacking up over here. And there's not a lot that we can do about that right now. Now, we've fully occupied in Trappist at this moment. So, where do we want to go from here? Pythria? Brachium? I think Brachium is the way to go. So, we're currently bombarding over at Nefern. 2055? Yeah, we can attack there. That seems okay. I definitely want to make sure that we have this gateway. Now, we know that they didn't used to have this gateway in Maton. This is a relatively new development. We'll keep an eye on that. For the time being, that is okay. They do have forces moving around up here, and it's a little bit dangerous if they come into Theravia. We'll keep an eye on that. We do have friendly fleets in the area. This is fully occupied, so I'd expect them to move out of there fairly soon. We'll see how that ends up going. Cool. So we need a lot of alloys, right? That's what we need more than anything right now, is alloys. 2375 is the current price, and that's continuing to bump up a little bit. Yeah, we're definitely seeing AI purchasing additional alloys right now, although the price is naturally dropping. What is going on here? Okay, they have attacked Theravia. For the moment, I'm not going to make any move to prevent that. For right now. We're going to let our repairs finish.
A starbase.
And yeah, Theravia is going to fall, obviously. We're going to let our repairs finish here. We just need the 4-fan Starfleet now, and that appears to now be done. We're going to move all of these guys down over to Pulbankir. I want to make sure that we are defending this area. I also want to make sure that we're putting alloys into these areas. I just noticed that we're spending 15,000 alloys per month, or rather 15,000, no, not 15,000, 15 dark matter per month here. We're making 7. So we're going to run out of dark matter well before we're ready to get all of these ships built. I do see our allied forces coming back towards Theravia.
Station under assault.
If they want to do some fighting there, that's fine. I'm reasonably okay with that. Once again, we're going to hit our reinforced fleet button. And once again, we're going to go down on our number of dark matter. Although that went down to 32. I thought it was at 35 previously. Ooh. The Absorber's going into Theravia here. With just a singular fleet. That's very dangerous. That said, they're pretty spread out over here. They'll cause some damage, And now additional fleets are on their way. We should come in and help them, to be honest. This is the fastest we can get there unless we were to jump drive. I do not want to jump drive here. We're going to come in as quickly as we can. Absolutely. I want to grab... I think there was a fleet that we missed there. I want to make sure that all of our fleets are on the way. Yeah, this is not by any means all of them. So we're going to grab all of these fleets. And we're going to position all of these here. We need to be grouped up. Now, our Federation friends are moving in. They may actually end up winning this. Okay, now that we're relatively grouped up here, I think that we should all go. So we're going to head in and reinforce our Federation friends here as soon as we can. We are on our way. Now, they may have that under control, but we want to win it more decisively. What are we at now for our dark matter? 25? Okay. So I think that's a delta of about 8 to 10 per month. So that's not great. That means we have like 2.5 months left of dark matter. Okay, here we come. So we have arrived. Our reinforcements are here. Let's take these guys out. Beautiful. And now they're just going to immediately start retreating, right? They have no choice. They are obviously going to retreat here. The question is, can we use this momentum to push forward? This was a significant amount of their fleet here. Oh, they brought this fleet in too. That's actually amazing. I didn't expect them to do this. This is a very foolish thing to do. Yeah, our Federation fleets got battered. But in the end, we win that. Do we win this? It's going to be a lot tougher. It's going to be a whole lot tougher. We are certainly going to need to continue to reinforce our fleets. Are they actually moving this way? Is a question we need to ask. If my mouse would stop just jittering right here. That was very strange. I've been having that issue. I wonder if that's a driver thing. I don't know. We'll see. These guys are actually leaving. And that's the majority of their force here. They're split into roughly 3 forces there in Hallex. But a significant chunk of their forces are heading up to Krenis, presumably to go attack like the Solorum Multitude fleet.
Competitors engaged.
Oh! Some of them are jumping into us. Hang on. I really didn't expect them to do that. That's a foolish mistake there. We are going to turn on edicts at this point. So that is going to be focusing crystals. There we go. How many of them are actually coming in? Quite a number, but this is definitely defensive ground for us. So we're going to have that 40% desperate measures bonus. Unfortunately, a bunch of our fleets are going the wrong way here. Please turn around. Please don't just sit in front of the star. Oh, they're just sitting in front of the star. I hate this bug. This is the worst thing in the world. When some of our fleets engage and the others just sit here. They're all designed to do the same thing. They're all designed to swarm. And you can see them swarming here. We're going to win this, but we're going to take more damage than we needed to because these forces decided to do this. I believe this is a bug, personally. Again, we're going to win it. But we're taking more damage than we needed to. That's the takeaway here. Especially with the 4-fan Starfleet. Okay, now these guys are engaging correctly. Excellent. Unfortunately, we have no control over how that actually goes. So that's all of those forces retreated. At this time, I want to move back to Pulban-Kir, and we're going to get repairs. We're not in a state, I think, to make an aggressive attack into Hallex. So we're not going to do that immediately. If our Federation wants to, they can do that. But for now, that's not our goal. Now, this is going to hurt our naval cap issues. No doubt about that. 110? I have no idea how real these numbers are. Some of them are real, some of them are not. That's 120. This is probably a more accurate reading of the number here. But it fluctuates all over the place based on what's in FTL, how much resources we have, a lot of different things. What is the current price of alloys? Very high, but we do actually get an unyielding tradition here. I want Bulwark of Harmony. That means we have to take Never Surrender. Which is fine. We can definitely do that. But winning this battle down here actually weakens these guys pretty dramatically over here. Not, I think, enough that we can really take advantage of this to any tremendously meaningful effect. But it'll certainly do a lot of damage to them and delay them substantially while we work on things like this over here, right? So that looks good. How are we doing on our invasion over here anyway? Oh, we've almost finished that. Beautiful.
Planetary market secured.
Okay, so Brachium is now fully occupied. Do we want to come over to Polymar and invade here? Why not? Well, we should invade these two first. So let's come on over this way. We're going to land here. Okay, beautiful. So we are, of course, repairing here. The Forfan Starfleet is really weak right now. Although that will get repaired by our allies, our Federation allies.
Blocker liquidated.
Let's see, these are all fake fleets down here, so no major issues there. We now know that we are, at this point, dark matter constrained. We are now dark matter constrained. So I think that we're going to sell off some Zero here. These prices are still very low. Okay. And I'm going to use that to buy in 150 dark matter. That will keep us afloat for a while. Yeah, for a while. We're going to be using up about 10 dark matter per month, so this will keep us afloat for about 14 months. Sure. Ah. We've detected a very faint tachyon signal being continuously transmitted across the entire galaxy. Our technicians are unable to trace the signal to its source as it's being bounced between several hidden relay stations. Aside from adding a small amount of background noise in FTL transmissions on certain subspace frequencies, the signal does not seem to have any apparent effect. Efforts to track the relay stations are underway, but until then, we simply have to learn to live with this ghost signal, as it has been dubbed by the more imaginative elements of galactic media. Okay, so this is, of course, an endgame crisis. Cool. So we'll get back to that. I know that I said that we were going to end this series after this war, but if the endgame crisis is coming in, we'll see what that timing looks like. We'll play that one by ear. So we'll continue to reinforce our fleets, of course. All of these guys are getting repaired. We actually can think about an attack on Hallex at this time. I want to make sure our forces are grouped up before we head in there. We do not want to head in piecemeal.
Planetary market. Planetary market secured.
Okay. So they've moved a lot of their forces out of here. We did defeat some of their forces, but by no means is this all of their forces that they have at this point. They've moved a few down over here. Looks like a lot of their forces are down in Bashpat. That's quite a ways from anywhere in particular. We've bloodied them a little bit. I'm guessing they are retreating to lick their wounds and to rebuild and repair, right? I'm guessing that's what's happening here. So we finished up in Polymar, I believe. Let's let that autosave finish up. And we're going to hop on over to... Let's see, that was already occupied? Sure. Let's land on Nafuj. We can activate a relic if we really wanted to. Ship upkeep reduction of minus 20%. That's very interesting. How much alloys are being consumed by our ships? Actually, not that many. Okay, I don't think it's worth it. I was strongly considering doing that for the increase in alloy gains, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. So we're hopping over, and we're going to attack up this direction and free some of these areas. That'll be absolutely fine. We'll get this all knocked out of here. I wonder what the status quo would look like right now. Now, I don't believe that they have any of our territory occupied. So if they take anything, it would just be, I think, in the Stellaris Multitude. Maybe there's a couple of other locations that have occupation, but I think it's just the Stellaris Multitude right now. But we're going to move in. Ah, that's where the majority of their forces went. Okay. Well, if they're going to be split up like this, I'm very content with it. The question is, do these guys jump through and attack up over here, right? We'll have to keep an eye on that, and we'll see. Defense platform hull points comes through, whatever. Not too concerned about that. We'll continue to reinforce our forces. And these guys are going to jump straight on into Hallex. Beautiful. Do you actually take back Krennis? Actually, you could. Cool. So we're heading in, and we're not heading in as together as I would have hoped. Engaged. That's for sure. But it's fine. We're actually not going to be fighting any enemy fleets here, so we can just take this back without any problem. This is currently occupied, and I would like to pull our army up there. Actually, we have an additional army that's been made here. What's that strength? 2K? That's not too bad. Do we still have... Yeah, we do still have some xenomorph armies that we're making. We are not too far away from our last round of those. Cool. So we're going to grab all of these fleets. Do we head into Havenstar here? I mean, if we can deny them access to these gateways, that would be amazing. So we'd push Havenstar, and then we would push down this direction to, like, Belazir, and then Ginam. Yeah, I think that's a doable thing. Let's position ourselves right here and let our forces group up a bit. Beautiful. We'll reinforce our forces.
Under assault.
There we go. And we're going to go on the offensive here. Yeah, rogue synthetics. That's to be expected at this point. Absolutely. We've got the go signal going on. So yeah, that's gonna happen. I want to check to see how powerful any defensive armies are here. 362? That's fine. We can just bring this force directly in and land here like so. No problem whatsoever. Consider it done. So we're going to start liberating a fair amount of the Stellaris Multitude here. It looks like they vacated Havenstar at this time, so I think we just move directly in there. It could be a trap, but it really looks like they're backing off here.
Competitive station engaged.
And I wonder why they're doing that. Is it in preparation for the ghost signal?
Assault.
Surely not. Surely that's not what's happening here. So here we are attacking Havenstar, and this gateway is now once again under our control. Can we move directly through? We absolutely can. So that looks good. We're just going to take back all of this territory at this point. Checking in down over here in Polymar. How are things going here? That still needs some work. Do we have this claimed? We don't, and we may want to actually claim some of this. I'd love to claim Elgarat. We don't have the ability to really do that at this juncture. But we can definitely make some moves over there. Engaged. So here we go into the capital of the Stellaris Multitude now. Things are definitely appearing to turn around right now. I don't think that's necessarily real. These guys are still a pretty big threat, but they've certainly backed off for the moment. I do think they'll be back.
To acquire planetary market.
So we'll see. For now, though, this is looking solid. We're just absolutely swarming these star bases. Can we push direct? Okay. So they popped into Belazir. We have a couple of friendly fleets in the area. The question is, are they moving to attack? They're coming from the gateway, and they're coming directly into here. I'm going to back off to Havenstar. I do not want to fight this force. That's scary. Very scary. So we're going to back off, we're going to continue to reinforce, and we'll hopefully get some repairs done. Energy weapon fire rate coming up is nice. No doubt about that. The question is, I mean, this is not by any means the scariest fleet that these guys have put together. Right? They've still got a fair amount of forces over here. And if we can get them split up, we can probably do something about this. But I want to pull out of this location. I would love it if our Federation forces would pull out too. They don't appear interested. So we're going to see how much ends up jumping through here. Some of them have turned around. By no means all of them. But they're splitting up. Okay. We'll keep an eye on that situation. For the time being, we have access to this gateway in Havenstar. And we are definitely pumping reinforcements through it as quickly as we can. We have successfully invaded down over here, so Polymar is not fully under control yet. Ah, there's this up over here that we didn't invade. That should be pretty easy. Yep, looks good. And we are, of course, working on liberations out over here. Not a big deal here, but it will take a little bit of time. The real question is, just how many forces are they going to send through here? And it looks like it's enough that I don't want to engage this without substantial Federation support. These 5 fleets, or I guess 6 fleets, don't really do it. They've attacked down in Barbon as well. And this fleet is definitely hung out to dry.
Attempting to acquire planetary market.
Okay, we're now almost fully repaired. Just the arranged swarm needs a little bit of work. That is repairing, right? Get in there and repair.
Blocker liquidated.
In theory, that's repairing. Yeah, that is repairing. Cool. So they have this force here, which is actually not that scary at this point. And then they have this force here, which is the majority of their force now. So they must have gone here to hyper relay to here. And then what is their plan? That's the question we have to ask here. If I was them, I'd just immediately move on Havenstar. But that's not what they're doing. They have some forces moving through the hyper relay. They have some heading over towards Belazir. Okay, Hallex is back under control. We need to go up and land on the Cap and Bones Boneyard and get that back under control. The arranged swarm is now ready to go. We're going to go enter orbit of the gateway here. This will also allow us to jump through here if need be, very, very quickly. So we can escape or we can jump through, whichever we want to do. They're hitting Belazir with, I wouldn't call this their full force, but close to their full force. I think they're struggling to replace ships at this point. They're heading down this direction? That's a strange choice. So they want to attack here. Okay. Now they're sending some forces in here. Do we want to reinforce this?
Commencing seizure of planetary
They appear
asset.
to not be committing super hard to this attack. but they're in a position where they can. But we can move in and take out these forces. This is an option for us. It's certainly a dangerous one. These guys can move up through the hyper relay and move in pretty easily there. But it looks like a number of these forces, well, they're a long ways away. I don't know. We'll see. It is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will see how this attack ends up going, if I decide to go through with it. I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one. We'll see. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and hello, what's going on up here? Okay, they're attacking up this way. That's good to know. And bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kentogan, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.